Alright, so we're back at it. I've cleaned the head off. I've had it while it was sitting. I had penetrating oil on it so that it didn't rust. Now I've cleaned all that off. Now we're ready to start putting these studs back in. Yes, if I had all the time and money in the world, I would pull this whole engine out and have it rebuilt, bore out the sleeves, put oversized pistons and rings in, all that stuff. But I don't. I'm on a budget. I've got a family. So what we're trying to do is just get this thing running. It may be a mistake. I admit that right now. But I'm just trying to get it running. I just want to drive it. It may not be top performance. I get that. It may not last forever. I get that. I'm not planning to drive this a whole ton. It's not show quality. It's not any of that. We're just going to use it around the house here to do work. So that's what we're working on here. Alright, before we put any studs in, we're going to put some of this Permatex thread sealant with PTFE. That's Teflon. We're going to use a little toothpick, kind of put it in the threads, and then put it on the threads themselves as we put the studs in to get a good seal on that, and so these don't leak out. Okay, so one modification I'm going to make is I have one that's 1/2 by 13 while the rest are 7/16, and so that means that I have one bolt that has a 3/4 head and the rest are the standard size. So I searched and searched and searched, and I couldn't even find a replacement stud for that. So what I did find was I found one company. It's BWI-NSI M953. It's a 1/2 by 13 by 7/16 by 20 stud, and this is the only company I could find that makes one long enough. And Mike over at MJ Heavy Duty Parts LLC has them. So the website is truckandtrailer.parts is where I ordered them from. They were super nice, super helpful. They understood I was working on a project. They gave me a special brake box price. They're not cheap. Now, I'm not going to say that. They're more expensive than the standard studs for the rest of it. But if you have a case where you need these, I would highly recommend you heading over there. I'll put the link in the description below with the part number. But these things are a lifesaver, and I did have to grind on it a little bit so that it would fit down in the cylinder head, but it's not a big deal. So highly recommend those guys. If you have any truck and trailer parts that you need, it looks like they would have them. Super fast shipping, super nice guys. So I'm super excited to have them all the same size at 11/32. So we will put that in as well. But first things first, we got to put thread sealant down in here. So that's what we're gonna go get some gloves and get that done. Okay, I'm just using a toothpick. Go around here, clean that off. Some more down in there, so you get the idea. Okay, so we want to put just a little bit down. Whoa, this stuff's stringy. Like so. And then we're going to hand put it in. And we'll clean all that up after we're done. Alright, that first one was pretty messy. So we're going to go back to the toothpick method and see if we can't get it a little cleaner. There we go. And then we're just going to turn it in by hand. Okay, to tighten these down, I'm using some of the old nuts. And we're just going to run that down. And then run this one down to lock on top of it. And then we will use our ratchet hopefully lock down. It didn't. This is sometimes the case with sometimes you gotta get a wrench on it. Alright, we got it now. Just had to tighten it up with the wrench first. And that whole thing's moving. Well, that's about it for today. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all take care. It's time for supper.